So, Marianist moment, January 2nd, 2024. It's a new year, and I thought, what could we possibly talk about in the Marianist world to start off the new year? And I decided to share just some of the things. I'm not a big, what do you call those, New Year's resolutions person, because I get very dismayed 5 minutes after the new year starts, and I'm already checking off the list of, okay, I don't have to worry about doing that anymore, because I already blew that. But one of the things that I'm learning, and it's interesting because I'm learning it because I'm doing this weight loss program, right? And it's the first program that I've done that's actually worked for me. I did Weight Watchers and lost the same 20 pounds 6 times. But what I've realized with this is that I can screw up and don't have to throw the baby out with the bathwater. And then I just kind of smile because I'm like, gosh, that sounds so familiar, like my faith journey and you know, the value of the sacrament of reconciliation and receiving the body and blood of Jesus. It's like we're called continually to start over. So one of the things that Father Chaminade was really big on, and I was looking at a letter from JP2 when Father Chaminade was beatified. And he talked about how one of the things that was so integral to Chaminade's journey and to the formation of the Marianists at this horrible time during and post the French Revolution was reading the signs of the times. And so that can be anything and everything. It can be world signs of the times, you know, like there are people who are really big into, we're in the end times. Of course, Christians have been believing that since right after Jesus left. But it can be as big as that, or it can be the signs of the times, like when somebody is a new empty nester, or when somebody has a new baby. You know, the signs of the times when you bring a baby home are different than the signs of the times when you send your last one off to college, or when those that have gone off come back for Christmas break, or come back for summer after freshman year of college. Blessed be God. I'm pretty convinced that any of us who don't kill our children and allow them to grow into adulthood, I'm pretty sure that that's purgatory, right there. But so Chaminade was big on reading the signs of the times. And you can imagine during and in the aftermath of the French Revolution, he was exiled to Saragossa in Spain from France. He came back to France. And so France had essentially been de-Christianized. And what the Blessed Mother called him to at the pillar, that statue of her in Saragossa, was to re-Christianize France. And because he read the signs of the times, he said, I'm gonna start with the lay people. That's who's out there, that's who the Blessed Mother and I are gonna work with. And that's how the lay Marianist movement started back on the Feast of the Presentation in 1801, was with the laity. And it was 1816 when the sisters were founded, in 1817 the brothers. But reading the signs of the times. So the signs of the times are big. The other thing that when he started with the laity, he was like, one of the things about working with the Blessed Mother is that with her we are on permanent mission. So we're not just being sent out and then we come back and that's done. Nope, all day, every day, every day and every day and every day, in whatever moment we are in, we are on mission. And I love this one because it can only for me be a dream, I think. But he called us to be a people of a spectacle of saints. A spectacle of saints. And like I said, in the morning, I have all of these good intentions and this positive energy, and I'm like, yep, today I am going to be purely the love and the arms and the precious blood of Jesus. And then I get out of bed and it all goes to hell in a handbasket. But again, I realized that I can start over again. And I start over again a lot. And then the last piece to my sort of reflecting on how I'm going to make it through this new year and make it a really, really good new year is that line from the Blessed Mother at the wedding feast at Cana. Do whatever he tells you. Not do whatever he tells you when you feel like doing it, or do whatever you think he wants you to do, or do whatever I think my husband wants me to do, because Jesus isn't my husband too, or do whatever Larry tells me to do, because there's Jesus too. But do whatever he tells us. And I know for Paul this is an easy thing, but for me not so much. Most of the time it's not easy to say yes. And so the very cool thing is then at 3 o'clock every afternoon as Marianists, where do we find ourselves? At the foot of the cross. So that everything that burdens us, everything that frustrates us, everybody that we love that we don't know how to help, we can put all of that at the foot of the cross and stand with the Blessed Mother and stand with St. John and stand with the spectacle of saints who are there, who have done this and spend eternity worshiping at the throne of the Lamb. And we can get the grace to start over again so that we can read the signs of the times and do whatever he tells us and be a spectacle of saints.